Part 2 of our 3 in, 3 out video. It's time for 3 in. We'll start with Gaz again.
Hummels is a centre-half. I think he's going to be the most available. I think there's going to be quite a few players leaving Dortmund this season. And Hummels, I think, is probably the best centre-half option that we can actually possibly get at the minute. As for a right-back, I'd love to see Klein come. I'm one of the few United fans who actually does support England as well. So I'd like to see Klein come. It's nice to get an English player like that at right-back. And I do think he's good enough as well. And as for the midfielder, I think we need someone who has a bit of creative ability but can also completely boss a match. And I think one of the best centre midfielders or defensive midfielders in the world right now is Vidal. And I would, after those two players, which I think we could get them for about probably maybe 50, 60 million, get Hummels and Klein, I think then we could absolutely throw the book at Vidal, because I would absolutely love to see him in a United shirt.
Okay. Talk, Dave.
Got to go with Matt Hummels as well, my first guy. Obviously, he's absolute class. On the ball, he's brilliant. He can bring the ball out of defence. He's just a top player, a World Cup winner, a leader. It's what we sort of need in our back line. And obviously, as like Gaz said, he's come available with Jurgen Klopp leaving Borussia Dortmund. So we definitely got to go, throw the book at that, give him whatever he wants cash-wise.
Has he had a good year this year, though, Dave, with Dortmund's troubles?
Say again, sorry?
Would you say he's had a good season this year with all of Dortmund's troubles in the league?
Well, you'd say he had a weird season. Obviously, he came into the start of the season being injured. So, he was out of rhythm, and Dortmund hit a really bad patch of form. He came back into the team. They were very good, got injured again. And then towards the end of the season, Dortmund's form has really shot up. And you'd say that Matt Hummels being in that team and starting, and giving the confidence of players around. You look at the German Cup semi-final, it was absolutely brilliant against Bayern Munich. Just one of the performances that stands out for me this season. So I think, I'd say he's had an injury-hit season, so potentially maybe not a guy that we want, but I reckon we should dive in for him anyway.
Okay, I like it.
Number 2, Gundogan from Lyon, French defensive midfielder, sort of coming of age, 26 years old. The lad is brilliant defensive midfielder. He's been playing in a diamond for Lyon this season, sitting in front of the back four, going in between the centre-backs. Pass accuracy, pretty decent, 89%. Can fill in for Carrick, fill in for one of our centre-backs if not. He's a tackling machine. Can win aerial duels. I just think he's a top player that we could get in our side for, get him under the radar. Not many clubs are looking at Gundogan. He was linked with Newcastle a few years back, but I reckon we dive in there, pick him up, and then his teammate as well. My third man, Lacazette.
With you were going to say him.
With RVP, getting chucked out and Falcao getting chucked out. We need some energy back up front. He's absolutely awesome. He likes to drift laterally. He can move defences around. I imagine with Depay, him linking up, interchanging their positions would be brilliant. The lad scored 27 goals in Liga this season. Only Messi and Ronaldo have scored more in Europe's top 5 leagues. They're my 3 players. With that, I reckon we'll win the league.
Those last 2 players that Dave said, I was going to say them.
Okay. Thanks, Gaz. Adam, go on, your 3.
Well, the obvious choice at centre-half is Matt Hummels for me. I have been saying it for
everybody
a while.
wants Hummels.
Although, to be fair, I don't think it says, he's going to come and solve all of our problems. I do think he'd take a month or so, or maybe even longer, to adjust to the Premier League, the pace of it, everything. So I don't think he's going to come and be a quick fix and solve all of our defensive issues. I do think we need to give him time, but I think eventually he'd be the man to lead our back four alongside someone like Jones or Smalling, and that's exactly what we need, a bit of experience, a bit of steel in there. So Matt Hummels, although I wouldn't mind Subotic from there as well, to be honest. But yeah, Matt Hummels, then I'm going to go. It's unlikely that we're going to get 2 from Dortmund, but I'd say Gundogan as well. Is that how you say it? Whatever.
Gundogan.
Yeah, Gundogan in the central midfield. Whenever we've played this season and we've played poorly, it's mainly because we've been lacking Michael Carrick. We've been lacking someone in that DM position. And I don't think it's just because Michael Carrick's been out of the team. I think it's because, as we've said before in previews, when he's out of the team, players are all dropping about 5-10 yards back, and it's upsetting the shape of our team. So if we can get someone who's more of a natural DM, then Herrera, then Rooney, then Fellaini, then I think we'd suit that a lot better. Go on, guys, what do you say?
Bit chubby, isn't he?
No, he's sort of dropped off. He was a bit injured, wasn't he, this season? So that's obviously why he's been down, not been playing as well for Dortmund. But yeah, I'd completely back Adam up. He'd be absolutely awesome. Man United can play a lot of the roles. He can play 10, could play 8, could play 6. He's a fantastic ball player. We saw that in the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. He was awesome.
I think he's a player that we could definitely get as well. I think we are actually going to sign him.
Okay, go on, Adam. Your 3rd player.
3rd player would be the toss-up between Danny Alves and Nathaniel
No!
Klein. And I'll tell you why it's a toss-up between those two. If Danny Alves comes, there's still hope for Raphael. And I love that little man. I love that little man. And I really think if Danny Alves came to the club, he could be a good influence on him. He plays in the same position, similar style player. He's had the same accusations thrown at him in regards to his defensive abilities in the past. And I think he could really help Raphael be moulded into a right back that can succeed at Manchester United. I want that to happen more than seeing us sign Nathaniel Klein. So you know what? I'm going to say Danny Alves just for a spanner in the work. I haven't said a striker because I'll keep Falcao. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we guessed that. Okay, thanks so much. Guys, let us know who you want to bring in. Just 3 players only. Get in the comments below. And if you haven't seen it, there's a second half of this video that came before where the guys discussed 3 players they'd like to kick out of Manchester United. Check it out. Subscribe to Full Time Devils and have a marvellous day.